With NFL quarterback Josh Dobbs. Josh, thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for hanging out with us in this club car, the Crew, which is pretty sweet. I don't know if you've seen this before, but we'll talk about the club car folks in a minute. But I wanted to talk to you, again, our channel is about faith and golf, and man, you've had a heck of a season. And really, I really wanted to key in with you on just, there's some challenges that obviously come with just what you do in general, but the season that you had to go from Arizona to Minnesota to not taking any reps with your first team, to going and winning the game and being kind of at the peak, right? A lot of attention was on you during that. Mm-hmm. And then, play throughout the season and you guys missed the playoffs. I don't mean that in, a negative manner, but it's kind of that ultimate high to, your season not ending the way you want it. So I'm just curious, give us your version of that story and how your faith kind of played a role in that.
Man, it was a tremendous story, tremendous journey, tremendous year. Very blessed for the opportunities I had on the field, and enjoyed every single bit of it. But it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. Starting in Cleveland, thinking you're going to play the season out there, getting traded to Arizona right before.
And see, I even forgot that part of the story. That's how kind of up and down or crazy it's been.
Yes. And then going to Arizona, enjoying the desert, man. And then getting traded to Minnesota on a whim. Going, as you said, showing up on Tuesday and then playing in the game on Sunday and winning, man. It was a roller coaster of emotions and events, but it was a lot of fun. Going into the year, I kind of knew per se what I signed up for. I didn't know I was going to get traded twice, but I knew it might be a non-traditional year. And I trusted in the plan, I trusted in my journey, and trusted in the Lord to be like, okay, he has a plan for me and my career, and if I go out and maximize the opportunities that are placed in front of me, man, it will open up a lot of doors down the road.
Yeah, and were there particular moments where you really had to lean in and just say, God, this is nuts. Like what am I going through? And you needed comfort, or you needed just to calm down and from the anxiety or whatever stress that you were dealing with.
Definitely, it was a day-to-day thing. I think when you're in it, right, you don't realize how hectic things are. Or how crazy it really is. And then when you take a second to get perspective and get a bird's eye view of the situation, and you pray a little bit, then you're like, okay, wow, this is a tremendous journey, man. And so, but I think again, if you trust in the Lord, you trust in his plan, and then you trust in yourself and your skills and ability, and know that whatever you're going through, he's prepared you for, then you'll be able to go out and excel. And that's what I was able to do, man. I was extremely blessed for my journey, and the year that I had is a tremendous story to tell, but also serves as a reminder to whether it's young athletes or they're professional athletes that are striving for their opportunity, that you put the work in, you stay prepared, you stay ready. Whenever that opportunity comes, man, you'll be prepared to go out and maximize it.
Sure, and can you give me the perspective of an athlete, especially an NFL quarterback? Oh my gosh, probably the number one position in all of sports as far as attention, and you get praised for the win.
Yes.
And you get the blame for the loss.
Yes.
Right. Can you speak to that? And again, how God, when you're on the high, right? And you're like, this is awesome. But in those quiet times or in those low times when you're not the guy and people are criticizing you, explain that kind of difference, and again, how God fits into both.
Yeah, praise and blame are all the same. Yeah. I learned that early during my time at Tennessee, being thrust into the spotlight early in my career. So, at the end of the day, man, I love football and I take pride in what I do on the field, but the sport doesn't define who I am as a person. It doesn't define the man I am. It doesn't define my relationship with God. It doesn't define the person I am in the community. So I love the game, man. I pour a lot into it. I take pride in my job, but I know who I am as a person. And so I think when you know that, and you're not afraid of not failure, but you're not afraid to learn, man. You're not afraid to go out and embrace those situations, and whatever the outcomes they are, and you just are able to accept that, and you have that confidence in your own skin that it's fun, it's enjoyable. You enjoy both sides of it. You enjoy being the man when you win, and you enjoy being the reason you lost.
Interesting.
But it just gives you perspective. So again, it was a tremendous journey, tremendous year. Would I change some things? Maybe, but would I want it to be any different? No. And so I think at the end of the day, man, I can go to sleep and take pride in what I did this year, because I know the future is extremely bright moving forward.
Yeah, perspective, and I'm sure gratitude has to be part of that. Let's talk about golf for you and Fore Athletes, and your first your love of the game and where you found it, and Fore Athletes.
Man, so started playing golf about 3 off seasons ago. So still getting my feet wet. Got connected with Alan Cheney, who has become my business partner now in Atlanta, Georgia. And you know, for me, I think my story is the exact definition of what Fore Athletes is. You know, it's golf has provided a tremendous opportunity to learn a new sport, have a new passion, but also get a chance to meet whether it's other athletes, business people, start my foundation, have golf events back in Knoxville. You know, golf has opened up a lot of avenues for myself, and that's what we're trying to do with Fore Athletes. You know, connect professional athletes to the game of golf, whether it's on the lowest level of, you know, getting training and getting into the game, or at the highest level, it's starting a foundation and giving back to your college city or your hometown through a cool event such as golf. Man, like, it's been a tremendous journey, and it's been great getting involved in the game. So we've been blessed with Fore Athletes. Obviously, partner with Club Car as well. Man, we've got some really good partners, a really good introduction into the game, and we're just trying to grow the game, but also bring as many athletes as we can, because the game of golf, man, it's not only the game on the course, but it's everything else that provides, from the connection to other people, to being able to grow an event, to having an organic, you know, foundation where you're giving back to the community that you love. Like, the game presents a lot of opportunities, and that's what we're trying to do for that.
Yeah, curious. You had to have played golf with a massive O lineman at some point, right? How hard is it for them? What's kind of the read on your average offensive lineman playing golf? What do they struggle?
I would say the average O lineman is a better golfer than you think.
Okay.
Usually the O lineman, I would say they have the best participation rate from all the positions.
Really?
Yes, on the team. They're a little stiff up top, but they can get some torque and they can hit it a mile. So yeah, we enjoy playing golf with O-linemen. They also really enjoy activities on the course as well.
Yeah, awesome. Tell us where your game's at. See, now I'm trying to break par, right? I'm a 10. Love playing the game, but I like pray all the time, because I'm like, the only way I'm going to shoot par is with God's help. You know?
Yes.
But tell us, break down your game for us.
Hey, I'm not too far off from you. It's getting there. It's getting much better. You know, I think yesterday I played my first round of the off season. Right, had a par on the second hole of the day. You know, hit some good shots. It's gonna be a great off season, right? A year ago, you know, I was fishing the ball out of the lake about on every hole. So it's improving, man. Just enjoying it. Like, I think, you know, we've been blessed with Fore Athletes to have a lot of access to some really good golfers. Like playing the Club Car event down in Savannah, where you get a chance to play with, you know, the future pros of the PGA Tour. We have Blake Adams here, who's the head of our personal instruction for our athletes, and has played a ton of golf on the tour. Man, like, we get good instruction. And so for me, man, I use that instruction the best I can. So it's improving. It's improving. I think, you know, by this offseason, maybe we break 80, maybe post a round in the high 70s. That may be wishful thinking, but
80's the number, man. You hit that point, and it just feels like I'm a good golfer now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, you have your moments out there. You make your birdies, and then you're on top of the world. But lastly, and you mentioned Club Car, but I want to ask about this thing, the crew. Have they hooked you up with one of these things?
I don't know. We need to. No, they show a lot of love. Me, I'm a little bit of a nomad. So I think I have one coming once I settle down and get a more.
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe I forgot about the Cleveland part of your story this year. Yeah, man. Well, God bless you. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much. Josh Dobbs, everybody.